Hey Taurus, it's Chronic Joy Tarot. We're doing a mid-month, mid-June-ish. I know it's a little past the middle of the month, but a mid-month update for you. I fully intended on posting these last week, but I became a little bit under the weather. And I thought if I don't recover, then I'm going to be no good to anyone. But I do intend on doing more readings more often, especially now that summer's here and my busy household with school kids is going to sort of calm down a little bit. So I will try to do, a couple readings a month for each zodiac sign. Okay, Taurus, let's see. The oracle cards that I'm using for this reading, for guidance for this reading, is the one called the Ascended Masters. And I'm actually, it's one of my favorite decks is this Ascended Masters. It's by Doreen Virtue, just because it's it's general. It's got all kinds of different figures, some that I've never heard of, that are considered the masters of spirituality. So it's really fun for me to use these and learn as I go along too. Okay, your focus this month, Taurus, is to see the other person's point of view. Okay, if you find yourself in sort of locking horns with someone in a relationship, possibly in a group setting, maybe at work, or even a bigger more global or more mass consciousness way. There are people that, there's always going to be someone whose opinion differs than yours. And you're guided in the next couple weeks here to go ahead and pause before you respond with, a normal human reaction, which would be to say, I don't agree with you, I think you're wrong. And to pause there and just try to put yourself in that person's place and see, where they may be coming from. Because, I don't think that deep down people are intending to harm one another or argue and fight. I don't really think that's at the core of who we are. So Taurus, and we know you're the bull. You are a very powerful, and I guess some would call sometimes stubborn being, but you have the capacity to go ahead and try to go to the other side of that fence and see where someone may be coming from when you're in conflict. Okay, our starting point, well, makes sense. New vision. Take on a new way of seeing things. You have a very unique way of viewing your life, but it's not the only way. So trying to expand your vision and understand that, there's so much beyond every thought and opinion you have. There's so much beyond that. Every single person on this planet has their own unique perspective. And obviously we'd all get along much better if we could all just sort of take that pause, think about how others may be feeling, and then proceed from there. And just sort of accept that we're different. Okay, this card right here is in this spread called the Flying Bird. This is your point of liftoff, which is your starting point where you are now, maybe possibly potentially creating a new way of seeing things. This position of this card is called the Fear of Flying. So this would be the one card that would block your progress if we were trying to move through and take flight. And that would be probably the inability. This is the friendliness card. And I'll describe this really quickly. These two trees, they have their own unique color, yellow and pink. They're rooted firmly into the ground. You see the yellow and the pink there. And at the point of integration where they both meet and touch each other, there's a little bit of an orange space. So they blend together well, yet if the wind were to blow and blow them over and blow all the leaves off of them and they were no longer touching and blending into a new color, they would both each still stay rooted in who they are. So the most sincere and successful type of friendliness and and friendship is one where you remain rooted in who you are and certain of it, and you allow for the other to do the same. And there will be areas where you differ, such as your colorfulness, and there will be areas where you merge and are the same. And so the inability to see your, in this case, your other person or other entity, within your inability to see them as valid, separate, unique, and having their own experience, you may trip yourself up and you may find that some of these conflicts get bigger. So it's time to sort of take a breath and realize, find that new way of seeing things and realize we all have something to offer, and we're all really doing our best at every given moment. Okay, and this next card is guiding you, not that you're lazy. We know you're not lazy, Taurus, but this is guiding you to sort of not rest on your laurels. Like if you feel you've been successful in one conflict and seeing the other person's point of view, your work isn't done, right? Continue to open up those channels and keep that new vision growing and blossoming and reaching out to others who don't see things the way you do, and find ways to sort of soften those gaps. The next card is moment to moment. So you're guided to really, really just take each moment as it comes, really. This figure is walking down along this river, beautiful rainbow river. He's looking straight ahead, not even looking to see where the next support or the next rock is coming, and he may fall in the river, but he doesn't care because he trusts it will show up when he needs it. He's right in this moment. And Taurus, you're guided to do that here for the next couple of weeks. Sometimes our greatest conflict with others can grow when we jump ahead and try to assume what the other one means or assume what they're thinking. And I have my kids tell me all the time, I know what you're going to say. And it's like, really? Because I don't even know what I'm going to say until you present it to me, right? So in the moment, fully in each moment, and you'll have success. Okay, you're at a point of completion. Some kind of a phase is coming to an end for you. And what I'm going to guess, if this reading's resonating for you, is that the old way of seeing things is coming to an end. And you're ready to create new ways of communicating, new ways of perceiving the world, and new ways of being in your relationships. Okay, next step, existence. This is it's a beautiful card. This figure is just sitting right in the middle of the universe and being, and that's it. And this kind of guides you that, home is wherever you are. And every one of us, takes our own little space on this planet and in the universe, and it's all valid. It's everyone's perception of what they're here for and what they will achieve and where they reside is their own. Okay? And so when it comes to possible conflicts with others, this is a good card to remember. Everyone has their place. Everyone has their space. Okay? And the outcome of this, or the insight into this reading, is the intensity card. So this could be an intense period for you coming up, or if you've already been feeling it, maybe that's what's creating the need for this in the first place, for the seeing the other's point of view. Intense energy is good because it sort of propels us forward. If it is the type of intense energy that propels you to dig in your heels, and you're just going to create a hole, correct? So I would say use that intensity to find sort of a little tangent. You don't have to make sweeping changes, in your life, or change everything and all the ways you do things, but a little tweak here and there, especially when it comes to connecting with others, it will serve you well. Okay, Taurus, I hope this reading resonates with you. If it does, give me a little message and say hey. And I am going to be posting July readings probably within the next week or two. And also always look for my weekly general updates that are posted by Mondays. Okay, Taurus, enjoy the rest of your June. Take care. Bye.